G'day, Duke Stefan here. Welcome to another very quick video breakdown of a fight moment. This comes from Sir Wolfgar and his Squire Erlander in Innisfail, which is Tasmania. Great little fight moment here. So just go back and watch this. So this is Wolfgar, Sir Wolfgar on the right here. This is Erlander on the left. Beautiful. Let's watch that again. So good. So, a couple of little things here that Erlander has done beautifully. So, these two guys obviously know each other very well. They fight together very regularly. Erlander has been raised up and trained by Wolfgar. But there are a couple of things here that we can all take away from that he has done wonderfully. So they're facing up. He's got a good line. He's, I think, positioned himself slightly to the left of Wolfgar's center, which is a nice little moment. Make sure I get the right frame by frame here. So actually, let's go back and watch it at 25 speed so we can kind of just see the action. I want you to watch not Wolfgar. I want you to watch Erlander's actions. Like let's watch what he does. So this is just a little moment beforehand. Wolfgar's got his weight very much on his right foot here. He's quite planted. There we go. He rocks back. But let's watch Erlander. So he's done a little roll forward, stepped away. So they've had a bit of an engagement. He's come apart. So that's really nice that he's tested the water and come apart from that and decided that wasn't the moment. And he's decided to commit here and come up with something different. I've obviously stepped it back just a little bit too far there, but that's all right. So here we go. Casual step in. Nice little pump fake. So I don't know if you saw that, but let's watch that again. So watch what he does with his arm here. There is a beautiful little double pump fake. Now, the second one's hard to see. So he pumps out, does a little rock onto it a second time to really drive that there is something coming there. And, he's actually stepped with his left foot in behind the shield. So his shield's covering his head quite nicely. Wolfgar has actually done quite a high block and then sunk under that to actually come in underneath it. So he's really bitten on the fact that he thinks that Erlander is going high, kept that shield up nice and high, has dropped his body down to come down and try and catch a body shot or a leg shot. Oh, and just wears it in the body. So good positioning from Erlander here. His range is perfect. But it's that little pump fake that he's done up high to the offside that has pulled Wolfgar's shield up. Now, Wolfgar has, by the looks of that, I would say probably overblocked that a little bit, which, hands up, I'm very, very guilty of doing this as well. But because he is sunk down underneath that, rather than sort of staying high, like he's really blocked this high. So if we go frame by frame, what's frame by frame? This one. Yes, this one. Right, so he's blocked it high. Erlander has come in underneath it. So he's followed with a nice little body crunch to drive the power in. Beautiful placement right across the ribs and the body there. Looks like he might lose his own leg because he does drop to his legs afterwards, but that is a fine price to pay for a kill. So it helps that Wolfgar has stepped across to his sword side and helped open that up. So he's effectively created an even bigger gap by positioning himself there. But beautiful shot, beautiful shot. So really nice to just look at that. Oh, keys. Lovely, just lovely. So I'm going to watch that back again. Pump fake, and actually does a really nice little thing with his footwork too, where he kind of rocks on that foot a touch as well, which I didn't notice before until now. So he actually rocks back with that foot, does that double take step. It's just lovely. Great work, Erlander. Lovely shot. Look at that. You cannot guarantee that your opponent is going to bite quite that hard. So I suspect that this is something that's happened because these guys know each other very well. And Erlander has managed to actually convince him he's doing something that he would normally do and then changed it up. So that's really lovely, the fact that he's managed to do that. Um, Super open, really great placement. He's positioned himself well between his shield, well between himself and his opponent's weapon. Yet loses the leg, but worth the loss of that to take that body shot. Great job. Love it. What can we all take from this? Well, very clearly, lie more. Throwing fakes can be your friend. You have to do them at a point that your opponent believes it. So, doing a fake out at range that isn't very big isn't really going to convince somebody who's an upper end fighter that understands range. So sometimes you obviously not sometimes you always need to kind of get a bit of a gauge on the experience level of your opponent, and that will affect kind of what sort of fakes you throw and how you throw them. But uh, we can all misdirect our opponents more. That's a big part of the game. So great job. Looking forward to seeing more. Ciao.